Every day on stream, we talk about different prop firms, we compare, contrast, and there's really no true perfect prop firm out there. But I think we all know that Apex is as close to perfection as it gets. Every prop firm is going to have a lot of pros and cons, but Apex is the true leader in the industry, and they do change the rules first. And a lot of different prop firms try to follow them, but they just can't keep up, and the payouts speak for themselves. However, today, I didn't think this was going to happen. I even talked about this on stream today. I didn't think Apex could make the payouts any easier than they are already, since they're doing so many payouts. And here we are. They are doing 1-day evaluations. What does that mean? You could basically get funded in one single day. And the only other prop firm I know that does this is TickTick, and I really praise them for that. And now Apex is doing it, and it's quite amazing that you could do it. I know it's just for limited time until December 7th, but that allows us to get funded and have 20 funded accounts ready for payout starting in January. That's my goal. That's been my goal. And if you guys have been following me, you know I hit a rough patch last week, and I did lose some funded accounts that kind of set me back with that goal of 20 funded accounts and ready for payout in January. However, now with this deal, I'll be able to get back on track, and I am going to get 20 funded accounts at whatever case that might be, whatever price it might take. I know they don't have the best sale going on right now. It's only 71% off, but I think it might be worth it since it's 1 day passing, and I am going to try to get to 20 funded accounts, and I think it really changes the game. So one thing that people might be worried about is the 48-hour activation. That is also, it's always been like a gray area what I've heard, that you don't actually have to activate the accounts in 48 hours. And now they mentioned that in the video. So this is the video from Apex's email. So I'll link that down below probably. And a lot of people are watching it. I know it's unlisted, so I don't know if I should post it or not. But if you are a subscriber to Apex's emails, you did get this, and it's quite amazing. And the reason why I want to do this video is just to let more people know about it in case you don't check your emails or it goes in your spam. But also, I'm just super hyped about it. So I want to talk about my goal as well and what my plan is. And also, you see this 80K in January. This is something very interesting that I'm going to pursue. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see. But it's an extra motivation for me to get to my goal, which my goal was to get to 40K payout, a single payout in January. But now I might be pushing it a little bit more and try to get to 80K, because with the 80K, they have a contest. I don't know where they posted it, but this is the 48-hour thing. So definitely watch this video, and they talk about a few things here. One thing they talk about, which a lot of people tell me, and I am the living proof of it, the 10 ticks, right? How much money do we actually have to make trading? And I know the way I'm trading is not the prettiest. I don't draw my triangles, support resistance levels, all those different things. I don't let the winners run, and so on. And I get these comments all the time. And this is a living proof that you really don't need to make that much money to make a good living. And here's an example. Like, my average winner is 10 ticks. And look how much money I've made today. Look at my account balances, and these are only 10 accounts, and I'm going to build to 20, and hopefully I'll get a nice payout next week on the 20th of December, and then rebuild these accounts and have a big payout in January 2 times, because they do have a contest for a payout. I forget where it is. So basically, you could win $80,000. So you get into the contest. If you get 20 accounts, you take 2 payouts of 2K minimum per account. So they have to be at least 50K accounts. And again, this is a dream and the goal for those who are already profitable. If you are just starting out, whatever, don't even worry about this. They'll have another deal like that maybe next year or something. That's when you will be ready. But for those who are consistent, this is something that you could pursue, because you could double the payout for yourself in January. And it's just a goal. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Plus, it's not like it's guaranteed. It's not like if you get to 80K, you're going to be the winner. There's going to be a few people that get there. It's not going to be a lot of people, so the chances are high of winning. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to give it a try for sure. So that's something I'm looking forward to. But The biggest thing is the fact that it's only 1 day eval. It's just so much easier to pass an eval, especially when you are funded with many accounts already. Like I'm funded with 10 accounts. I don't really have the time to truly trade the evaluations properly and slowly. So it's either I take a very long time to pass them, or I take no time and I just pass them in one single trade. And you can trade news with the evaluations as well. Now, if you've never been funded before, if you've never gotten a payout before, don't use the 1 day evaluation thing as a gambling thing, because that really sets you up for failure. You're gonna end up gambling the account. You're gonna pass, you might pass the evaluation, but then once you get into a funded account, you have to pay the activation fee, and then you end up losing the funded account, and it's gonna cost you quite a lot, and you don't learn anything from it. So again, the 1 day thing, take advantage of it when you can, but at the same time, still use your brain. And the less rules, sometimes the more harmful things could be, right? Like I love the fact, it sounds weird, but I actually love the fact that we are limited to 2K payouts per 10 days, right? Why? Because I know I don't have the reason to push for more profit. So I'm not trying to get, $10,000. I'm just trying to get to my $2,600 that is required to have in the account. And then I just want to make $2,000 of profit between payouts to get those payouts. And I'm not pushing for more. And I think those rules, even though they're kind of constricting you, they're actually helping you be more consistent. So again, the 1 day thing, just be careful with it. I think it's a huge advantage to other prop firms. I know a lot of us do pass evaluations in just maybe 2 or 3 days. You don't have to pass it in 1 day, right? You could pass it in 2, 3 days, make $1,000 a day, and get funded in 3 days instead of 7 days, and it just makes it that much easier to get to payout. Now we don't have to, like, the resetting cycle doesn't take as long basically, and I am super hyped for it. I think the goal of 40K payout in January is going to be very possible again. And I did lose some accounts last week, and on evals this week I didn't do too well. So I was kind of bummed about it because I prepped the evals for the news event, meaning I traded them for 7 days just to have them ready. I bought them at the 90% off sale, and then I wanted to pass them on a single trade, like a bigger trade. I traded them for 7 days, very small, but I wanted to pass them mainly on the CPI news, and it didn't work. So I felt like I set myself back. And now with this, I don't have to do that anymore. I could just slowly, get a perfect trade and try to ride, or I could even scalp. I could trade the way I trade now, just use a much bigger size, and I could actually pass a valuation in 1 or 2 days, and it's gonna be amazing. And I can't wait to get some more evals. Hopefully, they will bring a sale, but I don't think the sale will be coming anytime soon before this ends. This ends December 27th, so we'll see if they bring a bigger sale. I'm not counting on it, so I'm gonna try to get to more accounts. And again, if I want to get a big payout in January, I have to do it now, right? So we'll see. And I'm gonna keep pushing. And again, just be careful out there. I always say start small, build the empire by getting 1 or 2 payouts. Don't focus on the 20 accounts. We had a discussion today on stream about that as well. And I think it's very important to just start slowly, get 1 or 2 payouts, get more accounts, get a couple more payouts, and then start building up to 10, 20 accounts. And I think that way you'll preserve your capital. You're not going to get too stressed about, using your own hard-earned money from your own job, and keep going that way. But this is just amazing how they explained the 10 days. You make $200 per day. That is $2,000. And it really is not that difficult to do with just 10 ticks. You do that 4 times or on 4 contracts, and it's $200 per day. So if they are recommending 10 ticks here, then this shows you that what I do is completely fine. Some people come into my stream or my videos and they question whether I am flipping or actually trading, because my average trade is 10 ticks. Sometimes I go for 6 ticks, 10 ticks, 15 ticks, or up to 20 ticks. 22 ticks is pretty much the max I would take per single trade. And it's been working great. I am going to hopefully take out a 14K payout next week. Now, I might be a little bit more cautious. Maybe I am going to leave myself a little bit more cushion on these accounts to get to that 40K payout in January to be able to enter that contest, right? So I'll think about it. I'll see how I do next couple of days. Whether I take the 14K or not, we'll see. I did pretty well this year already, but I would like to get at least another 7,000 out, just to keep everything equal and even, and then everything else would be just a bonus. But now this kind of changes my mentality. Like, do I want to keep these accounts in a really, really good situation? Like, I should not even take the money out of these accounts and just take the money out in January and just build the new accounts, right? Just build the new accounts and then take everything out at once in January. And then that'll give me the highest chance of withdrawing 40K January 1st through 5th, and then do it again for January 15th and 20th. That would be the ultimate dream. Whether I would win the contest or not, I mean, honestly, I would probably be kind of bummed out if I got to 80K in the month and then I didn't win the contest. But at the same time, I would have to kind of get back to earth and realize what I just did. Making 80K is more than most people make at their regular 8 to 5, 9 to 5 jobs in the U.S. In their careers, right? So and they work really, really hard. So the dream is just unlimited, and some amazing payouts on Apex as well. Always, always bigger payouts. Every month they crush it, and we just see some amazing people out there. And most of those people are not on YouTube, so you don't get to see a lot of great traders on YouTube. They are focused on trading, and that's what we have to realize. I'm here sharing my journey, but this is why I don't stream the beginning, the first hour of the day or first half hour. That is when I'm really, really focused on trading and doing most of my trading. But then throughout the day I trade as well. And my stream is more for entertainment, less than education. But you guys get to see what I do and kind of apply the 10 tick strategy to it, and maybe you could learn a few things. And yeah, that's just the update, and you can use my code Alpine. I know a lot of you guys have been using it, so thank you so much for all the amazing support. See you guys on stream tomorrow morning. It's Friday, so hopefully good day to end the week. Haven't had one losing trade, one losing day this week, so super proud about that, because obviously last week was a little bit rough for my funded accounts. I went from 19 to just 10 funded accounts, and every day I lost a couple. So now I'm not copy trading them, and I'm just trading them individually. But again, to make $200 per day per account, you don't really have to copy trade a lot of accounts. You could trade all 20 accounts and copy trade 2 or 3 at a time, maybe 2 or 4 at a time. And there's enough trades in a day to, get $50 per trade per contract. So you need $200. So whether you do 4 contracts at once, or if you do one contract 4 times, same concept, same result, right? I prefer to do one contract 4 times than do 4 contracts once. Maybe I should do it the other way, but it allows me to work out of a bad trade. If I do get caught in a trade, I'm able to work out of it. But anyway, guys, don't want to take too long. It's already 13 minutes on this video. Super stoked about this. Go Apex. Apex is my preferred prop firm, and the scalping allows you to not worry about the trailing drawdown. And I think that's where my biggest shift in my trading was, where I started to scalp. I started to just focus on small gains, because Apex again shows you that making $40,000 in a month is a lot easier than it seems, because you can have 20 funded accounts, and having just one account, it's very difficult to get to 40K. I promise you that. But with 20 accounts or even 10 accounts, it's really not that difficult. So I'm not saying it's easy. That's difficult, very difficult. And it's not saying that if I say it's not very difficult, I don't mean it's very easy. It's still hard, but it's just much more doable, and it's possible. So super excited, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow live on stream. Take care and be good.